The internet is more important now than ever before in somebody's house. That smart speaker, the smart bulbs, it's not just your laptop and your phone and work related things, it's most things now in your house. Even fridges and dishwashers are connected smartly and need access to their servers, their cloud environment or something online to essentially enable you to operate them and use the apps and all the nice things that we get used to. The trouble is, there's been a trend over the last few years for internet providers, home internet providers now, to secure their connections more and more. And from someone that's worked over 20 years in IT before I started at Give, I would completely agree with what they're doing. They're essentially making it really safe and secure, as they would call it, by blocking internet sites that you may want children not to visit and not to get onto. Not just the malicious stuff where you might get some spyware or a virus, pornography, things like that, things that people want to just tweak down but don't really know how to. They're not an IT nerd such as myself. The problem with that is that a lot of smart devices are now finding that if these settings are turned up to their maximum, they go offline. Some smart bulbs have recently, about 2 days ago in fact, helped a neighbour of mine get their video doorbell online for this very reason, for the whole point of this video, and it's that their internet was too secure in a bizarre way. Now, don't panic by reducing security. You're not endangering yourself, although you have to be aware of what you're changing. We've had an open connection to the whole internet for probably decades, and it's only kind of recently that that's been, again, made more and more secure. The trouble with people finding that you work in IT on your street is that you become everyone's IT support. So this isn't something that's specifically related to Give Energy, but it has prompted me to do this video because we're noticing this more and more from our support desk. It's not the connectivity that's the issue. It's not a Give Energy server problem. It's not a bulb problem. It's not a smart speaker problem. It's not a doorbell problem. It's that the settings on the internet connections, the ISPs, shield, if you will, their firewall, it's just too secure. It's blocking things that you want open. Now again, from my IT background, I would say, well, this is a good thing, because it used to be a case of everything was open and you locked down what you wanted to be secure. Whereas there was a big change, probably 5-10 years ago, in the IT industry, which is now creeping into home users, where everything is online, everything is locked down, every door, every window, everything is locked, and you unlock what you want unlocking. Because people aren't really that interested in IT enough to know and learn how to use it, to lock down things and to stop their child going on a certain website at a certain time. It requires certain knowledge. So again, to make it easy for the end user, internet providers are just going, right, it's all off now, and you just tell us what you want opening. When I say tell us, you have to go on their website and do it. Ringing up tends not to be that easy, if I'm honest. So what I'm going to do is show you my internet connection. I'm with Vodafone, and show you exactly what I mean. So this is logging on to my account online, not my router inside my house, my online account. That typically is where this setting is changed. So it's nothing internal, it's external. So you can see here my current profile is off. I have no security on my internet connection at all because, well, I'm an IT nerd. I like to think I know what I'm doing. I've got safe, super safe and ultra safe as an option. So I'm going to turn my ultra safe on, click save. This can take several minutes. On some ISPs, it can take a day to come online. Effectively, that means that I'm now, locked out of more things online. I'm not going to say safer or more secure, because ultimately it's like stopping people from crossing a road to avoid them getting run over. Sometimes you need to be able to cross the road and do it safely because it's just part of life. And it's the same sort of thing with the internet. It's safer because it's blocking you from things. The trouble is it will be blocking you from things that you want to connect to. I don't just mean adult things here. I'm on about like your bulbs and your Give Energy systems and your smart speakers and your doorbells and all that sort of stuff. The only way at the moment for me to have fixed that doorbell, and we've noticed this quite a bit on the spot desk at the moment, is to turn down these settings. It's a default position of an internet provider that, again, I agree with. Turn everything to maximum and then you can turn it down to suit whatever your needs. So if you've got in our case, a give energy system. It's definitely connected, it's on the Wi-Fi, all that is working, but the inverter for some reason is now saying it's offline. Essentially, if you're saying it's definitely connected to my Wi-Fi, I can see it locally perhaps on my app, it's just not connecting to the Give Energy cloud system. Other people are online, so it's not Give Energy that's at fault. It's like my internet connection has been severed, but I am online. It's almost certainly going to be related to something like this. It's been restricted. And sometimes this is getting implemented for people in their home automatically. Maybe it's you're a new customer or you've got a new router or something like that that's kicked it into touch, but essentially you may have had an off setting for years and now all of a sudden it's by itself being upgraded to maximum security and poof, it goes offline, which is why something that you've had for ages is suddenly not working, even though other things in the house are working. I hope this is making sense, but effectively a secure internet connection is going to block things that you want. So by turning down just one notch at a time until everything comes back online again, that's essentially the solution for now. From our point of view, and there's many other companies having this conversation, we're obviously doing what we can. If there's something we can change, either on your system or internally, so it gets round some of these issues, of course we are doing that. We are actively looking at any way to make your life easier and our support desk to be less busy. Because ultimately this is something that to an extent is out of our control. We are communicating with ISPs, internet providers, and trying to say, look, we're safe, please don't block us. It's one of those where it's becoming a fact of life. A secure internet is what we want, but we also need everything that we have to connect to the internet, and it's that balance. Right, well, thanks for watching. It's not the most exciting video in the world, but it is something I wanted to put out there because, as I said, it's getting more and more common. Really common, in fact. And it's only going to get more secure or more restricted, should I say, is the internet at home, because that's essentially the way the world's going. It's something that was open and it's now something that, well, we need to bear in mind that there's essentially children. I've got a teenage daughter with her own device in her own room, and an open internet connection isn't necessarily what I want. I don't want it maximum secure because things stop working, but again, it's that balance, isn't it? So thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and well, have a good day.